Breaking news: Iran's closure on the Strait of Hormuz has rolled the global economy. One German town has been scrambling to help make up the shortfall in essential supplies of fertilizers. Currently, the news has it that the Strait of Hormuz that has been closed for months has been affecting the global economy seriously. Now, the next global food crisis cannot actually be the main problem. It's not just about oil, it's not even about war directly. But what about something that people never think of? What about something that the world never sees? The world are not even paying attention to, which is the fertilizer. And right now, one small town in Germany is racing against time, trying to save the world from silent disaster, because this disaster is going to bring less production in the agricultural field, which is not a very beautiful one for those who think that oil is the only important thing that the blockade of this on the Straits of Hormuz is affecting. Remember, tensions are rising in the Middle East. Iran's closure on the Straits of Hormuz is one of the most thing that is affecting people, shipping, businesses around the world. And this has even sent shockwave through the global economy. Most people think it's just about oil, but the real danger goes deeper as the day clocks. Because this narrow water wave doesn't just ship oil, it doesn't just carry fuel, it doesn't just carry war, but it carries massive portion of world's fertilizer supply. Portions of fertilizers in big quantity are being shipped through this route. So what about food production starts going smaller, getting reduced and even affecting people out there? Because when the food production begins to collapse, it's going to affect almost the whole world, as it's affecting everybody right now. Experts warn that as much as one-third of global fertilizer trade passes through this route, and now the flow has been severely disrupted. Prices are rising because the passage of fertilizer has been disrupted. Supplies are shrinking. Farmers are suffering. Farmers around the world can't even produce foods anymore. They are being forced to make tough choices as a result of the Strait of Hormuz being blocked. Crops in the field are with less fertilizers, and that is not a good one. Some plants don't even survive at all. Think about it this way. What if you just wake up and they tell you there is famine in the world just because the Strait of Hormuz is closed down? So that particular decision could actually affect what will end the world. It's going to affect up to the plates even next year. Now, here is where the story of this unexpected turn might interest you more. In very quiet German town called the Wittenberg, something remarkable is even happening here, because this town is known for more history than industries. Is really a known town and is a home to chemical plants, a plant that dates back to 1915, and they are built during a time of war. You can even imagine when supply routes were also blocked. Back then, it was created to produce nitrogen locally when import failed. Fast forward this matter to just 2026, which is something that is happening again. In 2026, this blockade is beginning to take part again. Supplies are being shortened. Places are stopped. This same town is now scrambling to produce fertilizers at full capacity. They are even trying to fill the global gap left by crisis. Factories are working overtime. Demand is really exploding. And once again, a small place is being pushed into the global spotlight. Of course, it has to be pushed into the global spotlight because it's not even easy to actually still continue production and still working in as much as they are doing overwork, but they are trying to get something on this table. Factories that are doing overwork this time, my dear, that is not a joke. But here is the main reality in this matter. Even with that effort, even with those effort like this, it may not be enough, because The fertilizer shortage is already driving up costs worldwide. So it might not even be enough. Their efforts might not even be enough. And experts warn it could lead to reduced crop yields and even rising food prices in the coming years, which was the famine I was talking about. So don't just think that this war, this issue, this crisis is not affecting you. It is affecting everybody, if not on this angle, on this angle. And after all this, do you think the world is just going to start up just so easily again? No. It's going to take so much time to start rebuilding things that have already gone sad. The fertilizer shortage is already driving costs worldwide, and people are already crying out. And for developing regions, especially parts of Africa, even the impact could, it could be even more severe, with farmers struggling to afford basic input needed to grow plants, grow food. Some areas as well, not even only in Africa, more developing areas. So while the world watches oil prices and political tensions, a quiet crisis, even more quieter, is even unfolding. That particular one could be very, very, very severe, and this might even hit every household. So it's not just going to hit the government, but it's going to hit households of people. Europe, United States, United Nations. It's also going to affect people in Africa. This is not just an European problem. It's not just United States problem. It's not just a problem of Iran. But the story is a problem even for Africans. So it's not just a problem for any particular country. So the more reason people have to look into this and try to get a solution. So that's really going to make me ask you, do you really think the world is paying attention to the hidden food crisis? Do you really think the world is paying good attention to this hidden food crisis that might hit household just very soon? For more news and informations, kindly stay tuned on this channel. Please subscribe to this channel for more news and share this with others. Tell me what you think in the comment section, because on this channel I'm going to be delivering you guys with latest news updates around the world. Stay tuned.